so here's a really useful chord progression and sort of picking style that would be really helpful for beginners. So maybe you already know the chords, but if not, we're talking here. We're doing E minor and D major. So when you go E minor, D major, to me this is sort of an implied Dorian sound, but you don't need to know anything about that. 1 to a flat 7. But it's really common chord progression for a lot of different songs. And a way I like to play it is with what's called the boom chuck. So if you're using a pick, basically you, on the 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, you're basically hitting the lowest note on the 1 and then strumming the chord on the 2, or the and, depending on how you look at it. 1, 2. So boom, chuck, boom, chuck, boom, chuck, boom, chuck. Then the same with the D. We're going to hit the lowest note in the D chord. We're going to hit the root note right here. It's not the lowest note in the chord, I guess, but the root. So if you get that down, you can play like a whole bunch of songs. So if you're into like, so let's see, the first song I always think of is The Cuckoo. Pardon me. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a fine bird, but she wobbles as she flies, and she never hollers cuckoo till the 4th day of July. Or Cluck Old Hen, Cluck Old Hen, cluck and sing, ain't laid an egg since way last spring. Cluck Old Hen, cluck and squall, ain't laid an egg since way last fall. My old hen, she's a good old hen, she lays eggs for the railroad men, sometimes 1 and sometimes 2, that's enough for the whole day through. Oh, cluck old hen, cluck and sing, ain't laid an egg since way last spring. Oh, cluck old hen, cluck and squall, ain't laid an egg since way last fall. Or Reuben had a train, laid it on the track, hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Oh me, oh my, you could hear the whistle blow 100 miles. That's Reuben's Train. Or let's see, I'm trying to think of a few others here. Until the philosophy that holds one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. All you have is war. That would be a good beginner thing to get used to, both that simple progression and the boom chuck, and switching between these chords. And if you get down that pretty fast, you could try this too. So I called that a Dorian progression. We can make this a Mixolydian progression by playing E major to D. You play a lot of the same songs. Cluck old hen, cluck and sing, ain't laid an egg since way last spring. Reuben had a train, laid it on the track, you hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Oh, Shady Grove, my little loving Shady Grove, my darling. Things like that. But Yeah, so E minor D, E major D. Practice those, and boom, chuck, boom, chuck, 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 chuck. Just some tips.